Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Anakin Dude Cool in his E100, and this is a tier 10 game on airfield. Precisely, this is a completely tier 10 game, so that's interesting. Now this is the latest patch, so yes, everything should be working well and perfectly fine. And I completely haven't forgotten what I was about to say at all. Now, this is the tier 10 German heavy tank. It's one of the two ones you can go down, and you can end up either at this thing or the Moss. And so, yeah, this is the line I first started trying to go down as far as the German heavies were concerned. And yeah, so anyways, while I'm thinking about it, this vault bar up here is extremely vulnerable. So if you can hit it, shooting down is easiest, then you can do some serious damage to E100s. And since I think I've said everything I normally say in the instructions, sad face. Please remember to support the channel, and if you want to support the channel, then one of the best ways you can do so is by sharing this video with your friends and clan mates. And that would help me out significantly, like a lot. And hitting the like button or the dislike button if you want to, as those help me out exactly the same amount. That 121 is trying hard to die, and it looks like he's gonna fail at it for a little bit anyway. Now, while he blew our tracks off, since he didn't, there was no one around who could actually shoot us, blowing our tracks off actually didn't do anything. And if we had an HE shovel, we could probably fire, and could probably fire at the ground next to him and take him out of the game. Now, unfortunately, our tanks never secured this position up here. It's really actually vital on this map that you secure this position and hold off any of the pushes coming down this way. Because that hasn't happened yet, or maybe at all, depending on how the rest of this goes, it's gonna... The enemy could be taking advantage by putting guys here and firing down into us, but they're actually not. They're only pushing from one direction, and it's really good for us and really dumb by the enemy team. But again, never interrupt the enemy while they're making a mistake, as we go ahead and punch around through the underside of that IS-7. I know there are two IS-7s on the enemy team, but I can't for the life of me figure out where the second one is. Because they should be pressing around the other side of us and harassing this push, but he's not. So he's cowering in the corner somewhere, I'm assuming. And because he's doing that, we're actually able to get all the way around and press on them. Now, these T-57 heavies are monsters while they're unloading their clips, but once they are completely dry and they're reloading, they are helpless as newborn babes. And maybe that's not the right comparison to be making, considering what we're about to do to these things. Ooh, nice shot into that side of the E50M turret, flat on, like butter right through there. What's that penetration? 246, easily enough to go through that side armor on that. They flattened armor on the side of that E50M turret and managed to roll nice little bit. A little bit high, 800 damage over his normal 750. That's actually quite a bit higher than normal. That poor E50M must have felt that. Now we're with Halak. He takes it this low T-57 heavy. That should be his next target. Oh look, we found the next IS-7. He was down there doing something. Unfortunately, not shooting the T-57. The low health one. He shoots the high health one. Now I understand he didn't really have a shot at the low health one. He needs to hit the side. I'll pause this here for a second. No, I can't really show you guys. I can't back up. But anyways, see this upper part here? It forms like a ring that goes all the way around the Type 4 or Type 5. Do not shoot it there unless you absolutely have to and you have a bunch of high pen. This lower part is butter. You can go through that with most rounds from a tier 10 gun. And even a lot of tier 9 guns will go through that quite easily. And unfortunately, because of his gun depression, he couldn't hit anything but up here. And so instead of aiming for like the side of the turret, which would have been nice, or a driver's hatch, he fired and didn't pen up here. And that's just unfortunate. But, I mean, that's how this game works sometimes. Now, unfortunately, well, gladly, we are not actually all that low on health. So he can force his way around this corner if he needs to. And he looks like he's aiming for that cupola. Nope. He reloads some heat and just goes straight through the side of that turret. And that Type 5 has suddenly realized that he is in trouble. He pushes forward and he does something. Actually, I think he missed our I-7, or he did absolutely nothing to it. And there we go. Another heat shell. That time, of course, because of the high pen on the heat shells, that just goes straight through that flat armored plate. But then the T-57 unloads most. That was an entire clip from T-57. He rolled a little bit low, and so he didn't, do as much damage as he otherwise could have. That's why you want to take T-57s out of the game as soon as possible, because 1,200 damage is not. Wait, 900 damage? Yeah, he did 900 damage. Good lord. How high do these shells roll? I didn't know you could do 900 damage. Goes ahead and takes out the T-57 heavy. Good. About time. I'm still reeling for that 900. Well, actually, I'm sure that 140 is still reeling for that 900 damage. Good lord, I didn't know that was possible. I don't actually have the ability to check. What is he checking? Oh, he's trying to see where he was penned. Oh, look at that. A bunch of HE damage. Or not HE, that's heat. On his lower glacis. Well, looks a lot like heat. Or HE, sorry. But those are heat pens. And manages to bounce the E5 round and put one good one into him. And now he's going to reload one more. But I don't think the E5 is going to be around to speak of. He's got a 140 circling him. Or is that a 430? That's a 430. My bad. I can read numbers, I swear. Oh, yeah. Setting up to catch the... firing a bit late. If he was setting up to catch the E50M as it popped over that ridge. But, of course, because it dropped down so far... He didn't actually get the shot where he wanted it to be, and the E50M gets away. Now he doesn't want to poke out and expose his entire tank, so he's actually just gonna side, like, I don't know about side scrape, but present the side of his tank, gas tank one facing the front of him, or like over there, or back there. But at the angles he would have been shot at by those guys, there wasn't much of a target he was actually presenting. E50M is charging in and getting ripped to shreds by our T-57 Heavy and goes down in a pile. Now there's only the enemy Moss, who's currently getting circled by a 140, and the enemy E3 left. E3 is, well, there we go. Almost 7,000 damage, not quite there yet. T-57 is now behind the E3. We're not going to reload before that thing's dead. And the 140 killed the Moss immediately afterwards, so that game is over. But good lord, so close to 7,000 damage. Literally 6 points of damage off. But, that 900 damage roll, though, that's kind of awesome and very cool. Oh, look, somebody drilled a hole in their turret. Extra ventilation for the crew. Well played all around. It was a great game by Anakin, and I almost forgot to say he is definitely in the 6K damage club. Good job, sir. And I hope this is a good start to your Monday, guys. When I actually get this video out, because life happened today. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Fire Perfect, 100K, and credits earned in a non-premium tank. Good lord. Yeah. Wow. Steel wall and the coveted high caliber. We're not surprised that there's a high caliber over there. We didn't do any blind firing. Oh man. Just shy of 7,000 damage. Only managing to get 2 kills. You have to wonder how many kill secures were out there. Oh, wow. And then, of course, 2,500 damage blocked. And another 2,000 spotting / tracking damage. Because why not, right? When you're in a tank this big, and you might as well just dominate the battlefield. He actually only made 30 grand because he spent so much on heat. But overall, it was completely worth it, as almost every single one of those heat shells entered and did damage to the enemy. This was a great game. Thank you so much, Anakin, for sending this in. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to support the channel, one of the best ways you can do so is by sharing this with friends and clanmates. And I will thank you again. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.